Hello, and welcome to a new save. The Mediterranean Meander got a bit stuck, mainly due to the database kind of being broken. So we're defaulting back to League Valencian here, and I will be managing Valencia. As you can see, they are a good team, but not a great team. They don't have a ton of money. Like most teams in La Liga, they don't have a ton of money unless you're making like the Champions League or whatever. And they've been in a bit of a downturn recently. Well, at least the year before this. They've recovered in real life. They're back to like 9th and 10th. But, I don't know if this is a tactic I'm going to use. I want to trap defensive wingers and wide midfielders, so I may do this. Or I may default to like a 4-3-3. But this is a team that has Jose Gaya, Giorgi Mamshvili before he's got to Liverpool, and a bunch of other quite good players on it, like Javi Guerra, and even Terry Randall Correa is fairly good. Um, so yeah, it's a team that you should expect to be in the top half of. Don't know if this tactic's gonna work. It probably won't. It's just a different. It's a less offensive 4-4-2, so it's a 4-4-1. But yeah, we shall see. I've already sent out all the staff job offers. Lots of money there. There's not very much I can do in the transfer market this year. We just don't have the money for it, so I may just put over in the wage budget so I improve my. It's only $1 million, so it doesn't truly matter, but just so I improve my managing finances thing. And for next year, obviously, because that's how La Liga works. It's kind of broken. This number here is not related to this number here. It's related to this number here. Makes no sense whatsoever, but we shall see. So I will go through all the friendlies, and then I'll see. Then we'll start off the season against Rayo Vallecano in August. If there are any changes, I will let you know. All right, welcome back. We have gotten to the start of the season. The only important news is that I've signed Vitor Reis. He's coming in January. Wonder kid center back in Brazil. I turned down a $83 million bid for Jose Gaya. He has 4 years left on his contract. I can always sell for a similar amount, like a year or two. It's not a big issue. I do have a promise on him though, so I will have to sell if I get a bid of $65 million up front, or I get very mad, or I can just say, "Hey, you have 4 years in a contract, tough it up." I think this is the formation I'll be going with. I think Jose Gaya does best up here and he's not like a bad defender, but also 16 off the ball, good acceleration. He's a much better attack than his defender, in my opinion. If I want a defender, I'd go sign the guy from Leon Tagliafico. And I'll put Randall Correa down here just because he's a solid player. And wingbacks are less important than wingers. That's just how it works. If we have troubles defensively, I will drop Gaia back. But most likely, what I'll do is say we're leading. I'll just go back to the four. I'll just drop Gaia for Emperor's back. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, we got a affiliation with New England Revolution, so we're gonna get that bank from the U.S. And eventually, I want to sign Carlos Gil to be a right winger as well because he's a fairly good player and he's quite cheap. If I don't think we can afford his wages, but you never know. Scouting has also been set up. I don't know if this is. I struggle scouting in FM24. I don't know why it just doesn't work as well as FM23, but we seem to have a lot of in progress reports, so I think it's fine. These are all 5-star, silver, and 3-star potential. That's 15 and 21 ones. And then the Europe one is just I've sent 2 guys to go scout the entirety of Europe for good players. And that's basically all you gotta do. Who's buying Cambola? Oh, loan. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, there's a couple players who I want to get if we had sold. Um, yeah, if we had sold Gaia, but definitely no one you can afford now. And this since you're bringing Reese, and we have no money. Well, This is the Peter Lim effect here. We do have money. It's just someone, not naming names, Peter Lim, doesn't like spending the money. Yeah. And we currently have a couple injuries, which is why the bench is a bit sparse. Uh, Almeida's out, Ozakar's out, and Hero is out. Yeah, time to go after Rayo Vallecano with Mr. Falcao up top, I believe. Honestly, I probably should send Tagliafico. See if I can get some extra money and sign him. Yeah, key highlights, sideline, all the way down. Zoom out a bit, just get the full thing. Boop, boop. All right. Yeah, Radamel Falcao. You know, it's a real shame that this guy's career is just ruined. Well, I say ruined. He did. It's not like he had a bad career or anything, but it was ruined by not having control of his own rights. Thankfully, they banned that since. But yeah, if he'd stayed at Atletico, it'd probably have been considered one of the better. I think he's considered one of the better strikers of this century, but would be in the like top 10, 20. Well, Rayo is a team we should hope to beat. If we don't, I'll be sad. But it's also one of the ones where as long as we don't lose, like losing is obviously a bad outcome. But if we just like draw, it's not a huge negative. And Jose Guy is like an important player of the team, but he's not the most important. Like he's 28. If I sell him, it's not good. He's the best player of the team. He just is right now. But if I sell him, it's not going to be a massive loss, especially if we get 83 or like 107 million for him, which is his release clause. Because the single most important player on the team is Mr. Marashvili, because he is one of the best goalkeepers in the game. And starting with him is quite good. All right, Jose Gaia from a bit outside the box puts in a free kick that Stol Dimitrevski does not have to block. Yeah, Rayo is also one of the teams that I was looking at starting to save with because I do quite like them, like in real life. Of the three Madrid teams, they are by far my favorite. They have a solid enough squad, but I've done the save as them on my own before. I've never played Valencia, so oh, good job. I was about to say good job, Randall Correa, and then you just slide tackle yourself. Um, so I take back my good job. Good interception from Mosquera, Gaia on the ball. Also, having Randall Correa means there's a good amount of overlap here, which means Gaia can drop back, Randall can go up because they're both very physical players. So yeah, I think this actually is a fairly good combo. I was also thinking of if Jose Guy had like slightly better finishing, putting him as a Ramdoder and just having fun with it. Hiermon, come on. Randall Correa is a bit tired, but he's been playing decently, so I'll leave him on. It's first match of the season, not a huge thing. I will take off Fran Perez though. Yeah, I don't even know you need to improve on Giorgio Marshall. Maybe aerial reach. It's weird that he has 18 jumping reach, but 15 aerial reach is 6'8". Yeah, that's actually really bad. Well, 15 is perfectly fine. He's a great keeper, but that's quite bad. Yeah, Mavish's Valley is the he's behind people like Bueno or Onana, but he definitely is 100. He has quite a high potential as well for a goalkeeper. Like if he's as good as someone like Donnarumma or Oblak. Yeah. I don't have any like play exciting football, right? No, I don't. Okay, good. So I can just tough out games, go 0-0 draws if I want. Not that you want to do that, because it's not exactly an indication of a good football team. But I can do that and not worried about getting fired, which is what matters. So the campaign to win Valley the Golden Glove begins now, I guess. Yeah, let's use goalkeeper, and the most impactful one would definitely be. He's one of the ones that are actually that great. He's not like Livakovic, where he just has 18 in that. So let's see. One on ones is technique? No. Sweeping. His agility and balance aren't perfect either. But I think I'll go with. I just want his aerial reach to improve a little bit. All right. So let's see. Next match is Osasuna. Yeah, we'll probably do the Osasuna match as the last one on the video. So I'll see you then. All right, we are back for the Osasuna match. Funnily enough, as soon as I said, "Oh, I want my Shivata to get 16 aerial reach," he went, "Well, I think his current ability is higher than his RCA. I think it's how it works then. Uh, but his aerial truly went up like, all right, wait, where you said you wanted 16? Here's 16. Have fun." He's gonna develop a little bit. I feel like in FM 26 when that eventually maybe comes out, he's going to be a very good target to get because I don't think Liverpool are going to be playing him super often in real life or in the game. So I feel like his value is going to be really low, but he's going to have a very high like current ability. Kind of like he does now. I think generally like a year or two into the game, you can bump like 30 million, which is super cheap for a guy who has 150, 160 current ability. But yeah, I feel like you'll be able to snake him from Liverpool for like 20 million in the next game. Diakabe. Also, this is a player I did not know super well existed, but he looks like a very, very good center back that I want to buy in other saves. I love people who are strong, tall, and can head. They're my favorite. God. Ah, well. We've gone down to Osasuna, which means we're probably going to lose because we can't score anything, mainly because of the tactic. But whatever. I always want to make control possession work, and it never works. Yeah. Inverted fullback is still my fit. Like Dimitri Folkier is definitely not supposed to be an inverted fullback. Something like Tagliafico would be. But ooh, nice, we scored. Um, but it's by far my favorite role. I love being able to play with a back four that becomes a back three on attack. It's like I just have Thierry Randall Correa out into where they gets Foden over possible because it just shifts over. Now you have three center backs on attack. It is just by far my favorite role. I love it so much. That and inverted wingback. Inverted wingback's a bit different because then you have two DMs. You can just get an extra DM with inverted wingback, while inverted fullback's an extra center back. That's kind of how it works in my head, and kind of how it works with the movement of the players. But yeah, I love the positional flexibility. And that's what I was really looking forward to with FM25 is that whole you can have separate roles going forward and coming back. That's probably gonna be in FM26 as well. I don't see why it wouldn't be, and I'm quite excited for it. I want to nice. I want to be Pep Guardiola. I want to be a bold fraud. A quite good first half. Both those goals were a bit questionable. To be fair, so was theirs. Well, no, theirs is actually legit. They had a long ball over the top. Uh, versus shoots off guy's face, and bounces to a guy. But I'll take a win. Well, let's not get too hasty. I'll take being ahead. If we score here, probably a win. Jose Gaia on the ball to Hugo Duro, who can't quite get it in, but it goes back to Almeida, who's going for his hat trick right now. I can't take him off because he is, in fact, going for a hat trick, so I'll leave him on. I'll take off Correa because he's been okay so far this game, nothing special. And Pepelu will come off for. That's not who I wanted to come off for. Hieman. And I'll take this man off for Gazalabis. Gazalabis. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a win. They're swapped to a 4-4-2. Um, okay. I don't know if that's. I don't think there's really anything tactically I can change to adapt to that because it's not. Good job, Fran Perez. Out to Almeida, who's running down the middle of the pitch, shifting out to the right. Can you get to Duro or Gaia? He gets it forward, but only as far as Aitor Fernandez. It's a weird way to abbreviate Fernandez. FDS. FDez. Diego Lopez receives the ball in midfield. Lopez is. Oh, yeah, he's got playing center forward. Okay. Fern Perez is tackled, but it's not a penalty. But Lopez is offside, I think. He may be onside here. I was more focused on this area of the field, not this area. It's very close, though, I think, or it's well off. Yeah, he's okay. He's well off, I think. I can't remember if he was here and the guy was there or what. So he is this. Oh yeah, he's well off. Okay, I thought he passed to that guy. I'll take Jose Gaia off for this guy. Solid-ish game from Jose Gaia. 6.9 with it. Get anything above a 6.8 without getting a goal contribution is fairly good. Um, Considering he was being highlighted a bit between 6.8, 6.9, 7.0 for the entire game. That means he's doing quite well with positioning, with passing, with tackling, and all things of that nature. At some point, Diakabi, you're gonna have to learn how to score goals with your head. You really should already know how to do it. I'm surprised you don't, but you should be banging in like 2 goals a game. I know it's not like the Von Roma National League, but you are just better than basically everyone who you're going to be going against as a header. And yet, he is Yeah. I love when they do that on the corner. It's all right, let's pass it back to the corner taker, who is clearly offsides because he just took the corner. But Almeida finishes with 2 goals, and we are going to win. Good for us. Oh God, never mind. 1 second. All right, we're good. Just boot it. Just punt it. Punt it. He is literally on the open net. Just shoot. Just shoot. Just shoot. Diego Lopez, what are you doing? Diego Lopez, come on, man. I guess we have work ball into the box, but still, come on. I feel like the game should realize that, maybe the open net is a good opportunity to shoot as an offensive player. All right. Well, that is a good game. Next up, we have Hetafe, who have Greenwood in F24. So let's go before we end here. Just go to opposition instructions. Where is Greenwood? Tackle hard. All right. And that is enough for today. I will not. We will be back for. Let's see. I want to see a Betis lose to Real Madrid, so let's do the Real Madrid and either Betis or Celta Vigo games. All right, and I'll see you then. Save and ta.